Hello, my name is Victor Avalos, and I work for the Office of Human Resources in Salary Administration. Today, I will be showing you how to create a new hire form in our HR portal system. First, you want to start at my.utrgv.edu and select the Sign In button. You are then prompted to sign in with the UTRGV credentials. On a successful sign-in, you'll be routed to my.utrgv homepage. On the left-hand side, you'll see the Applications panel. Select HR Portal. Once on the HR Portal homepage, you can select the Forms tile, New Hire tile, and then you will be routed to the Create a New Hire form. To hire student employees, part-time non-students, and work-study students, you will need to use JobX. If you are hiring a full-time faculty and staff employee, you will use People Admin. The new hire form is only to be used for medical resident employees. Now we can enter the employee information. I'll be creating an employee, John M. Doe. If you were provided with a UTRGV ID for the prospective employee, you can enter it here. In most cases, the employee will not have the employee ID number. If the person you are hiring does not have an employee ID number, you can leave it blank. Then, if they have a banner ID or student ID number, you can enter it here. For email, you will want to enter the employee's personal email. You can enter the birth month and birthday. Next, we can search for a position number by selecting this button. If you have a position number that is provided to you, you can enter this position number, or you can enter the department name. I have a position number ready. Before continuing, if you do not have a position number, please reach out to Position Control so they can assign you a position number or create a position number for you. On a successful search, a table will be provided with the position information. Here we can select the radio button and continue. Notice how the position number information has been pre-populated for the position number, the reports to, and the location. Here, the hours per week can be edited up to 4 digits. If you would like to change the supervisor information, you can do so here. If you know the employee ID, the first name or last name, you can enter it here. I'll be searching for myself. I'll select the radio button here, and the supervisor position information is also pre-populated, but I'm able to change it there. Next, you can search the location if you would like to change it, and I'll change it to the Mary Alice Sherry Shivers building. The office room number is also provided. However, you can change that as well. And for the phone number, it must follow this formatting. Next, you'll be prompted with the job information question. If your prospective employee is going to be working for another college or department concurrently, then you can indicate it here, yes or no. Next, you can enter the start and end date. The start date must be today or later. Since the form is to hire medical residents, you can leave the end date blank as they are full-time employees and will end when the separation form is submitted. The start date does not indicate that the employee may start working on that day. HR must still provide clearance before the employee can begin working. Now we can move on to the proposed cost center. In the proposed cost center, there's an open rate calculator button. By selecting that button, we can choose the from date, the to date, the hours per week, rate of pay, and percent funding source to calculate the total amount. Once we've entered the annual amount, we can press the magnifying glass to search for a cost center or project number ID. We can do so by entering the cost center number, project number, or the description. On a successful search, you will be prompted with the PeopleSoft cost center or project number ID in the table below. Then you can enter the funding source percentage. Keep in mind that the funding source percentage must add up to 100%. I will add one more cost center just for demonstration purposes. In the international information section, you will want to indicate if your prospective employee will be working on a visa. If yes, then you want to select the visa type. Otherwise, you can select no and indicate if your prospective employee is a U.S. citizen, permanent resident, or holds an employment authorization document card. After pressing continue, you will be routed to the review page. The review page will allow you to make changes before approving the form. And a workflow will have been created to indicate the recipients of the approved form. You can change the project manager for the form and add an approver. Once you have determined that the form is ready for approval or rejection, you can do so in the routing approval section. By default, an email notification will be sent to the next person in the workflow, but can be halted in the email message section. If you have any additional comments, they can be made in the brief description box. When you have completed all the steps, you can press continue. You will then be routed to the submission page. If the email message section was marked yes, then the next recipient in the workflow will receive the email indicated on the page. And that concludes the creation of a new hire form.